When I start talking about football with people, one question always seems to pop up. Rock, where on earth did you find Tottenham? And to be honest, I can't give you a short answer. For you to understand things better, I must tell you a few things about myself first. As my parents would probably tell you, I was a very energetic kid and they couldn't keep me still for 1 minute. So my parents decided to find me a free time activity that would help me get rid of my energy that I have left after school. And what was little Rock's first love? Yeah, football. And after a lot of begging, my parents finally signed me up for a football class that was twice a week for 1 hour after school. It was the fall of 2002. Brazil won the World Cup that year, and everybody was running around in yellow jerseys with green letters, except me. I didn't own a jersey, I didn't even know one single player, except maybe for Ronaldo. To be honest with you, I wasn't much of a talent for football, but at the end of the school year, I still got the invite to join the youth setup of the local club named Nadagorica. My mother was very supportive of me and she was trying to widen my footballing knowledge. So she bought me a sticker album, just like this one, but this one is obviously from a few years after my footballing beginnings. So I began to discover foreign leagues, foreign clubs, new players, and because I live in a town that is near the border with Italy, basically it's on the border with Italy, it was obvious that the first major league that will have influence on me will be Italian Serie A. So the first club that I started following was AC Milan, and it was because of my favorite football player ever, Ukrainian striker Andriy Shevchenko. Because I too played as a striker, it was obvious for me to find an inspiration, an idol, in a player that was playing in the same position as me. It was all going so well. Milan won the Champions League that year with Shevchenko scoring the winning penalty. But we all know what happened just 2 years after that. That night in Istanbul happened. And Shevchenko missed the penalty that then gave Liverpool the win. And for the first time ever, I felt heartbroken because of football, and I was just 9 years old. In between those games, 2003 final against Juventus and 2005 final against Liverpool, there was a European Championship 2004, and I don't know the reason why, but I bought myself another jersey. And then all of a sudden, I stopped watching football. I don't know why, I don't know what was the reason. Maybe the loss in the final, maybe not, but I stopped watching football at all. The only contact with football during that time was through the video game called FIFA. And it was in FIFA 08 I really got to know another legend. Okay, maybe a legend is too big of a word coming from a Tottenham fan, but I still consider him one of my favorite players ever, and so I got another jersey. So as you can see, I wasn't really sure who to support. I was changing sides, and it was at that time that I committed a deadly sin. My mother was kind of into art at that period of time, and she was really trying to include us in her hobby, and she was doing like paintings for our windows, and I made this. It's still on my window to remind me that I've made mistakes in life and I must learn from them. So Chelsea's jersey, Arsenal logo on my window. How did I end up with Tottenham? It was because of a video game, FIFA. Whenever I started a career, regardless of the club, I always bought the same player, Aaron Lennon, because he was one of the fastest, if not the fastest player in the game. I bought him once, I bought him twice, and then I said to myself, why do you always buy him? Just start a career with Tottenham. And so I did. So I started a career with Tottenham. I got to know all the players, the manager, the president, the stadium, and I quite liked it. The first Tottenham game I've ever seen was 2009 League Cup final against Manchester United that Tottenham lost 4-1 on penalties. So let's say as some kind of a reward for finishing primary school, my parents bought me a plane ticket to London. It was at the age of 14 that I first saw White Hart Lane, and it was at that moment that I knew that this was the club for me. It's been quite a bumpy road these 6 years and a half. And yeah, there sure have been some rough times. But I'm so happy because I've made some great memories along the way. My first game ever in Belgrade against Partizan, game in Florence against Fiorentina, Champions League game at Wembley, Audi Cup in Munich, and so many others. And I've made so many great friends among the Tottenham community, and they all made me feel so welcomed. You really feel that you're a part of a big Tottenham Hotspur international family. So even though it's from an Arsenal player, let me finish with this quote because I really think Dennis Bergkamp has a point here. When you start supporting a football club, you don't support it because of the history, the trophies, or a certain player. You simply support it because you found yourself somewhere there. You found a place where you belong. And so, this is my story of how I started supporting Tottenham. Which is your favorite football club and why did you start supporting it? Tell me in the comment section below. Subscribe if you want, like the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon.